It was supposed to be a light-hearted evening of anecdotes and laughter, but the latest episode of the Graham Norton Show took an unexpectedly sharp turn and it left Meghan Markle fuming, according to behind-the-scenes sources. The legendary Dame Helen Mirren, celebrated for her candor as much as her career, stunned the audience when she offhandedly revealed a few fashion secrets allegedly whispered in royal circles, subtly aimed at the Duchess of Sussex. The atmosphere crackled with tension even though Meghan herself wasn't present. But if insiders are to be believed, the former actress-turned-duchess was anything but amused when the footage reached her, especially as Mirren's words reignited the ever-growing public skepticism about Meghan's carefully curated royal image. Helen Mirren, no stranger to portraying Queen Elizabeth II with impeccable nuance, didn't mince words when she addressed the contrast between true royal elegance and what she dubbed as costume-level fashion statements, often worn by newer members of the royal family. The audience laughed and some glanced knowingly at each other. Though no names were mentioned, the message was clear. Meghan Markle, known for her headline-grabbing wardrobe choices, has often drawn criticism for seemingly overplaying the royal look, despite formally stepping away from royal duties in 2020. Fashion critics and royal commentators alike have questioned Meghan's styling as a means of projecting power and association, rather than tradition or respect. "She wants the crown without the burden," said Lady Alice Pembroke, a former royal dresser, in a 2023 interview. "The gloves, the monochrome, the exaggerated hats, it's theater, not tradition." Mirren went further during the show, jokingly recounting an awkward conversation at a charity gala, one reportedly attended by both Meghan and Mirren in 2018. "She told me she'd always imagined dressing like Princess Diana," Mirren said, raising an eyebrow. "But I reminded her fashion is not the crown. Dignity is." The room burst into laughter, but the sting wasn't lost on viewers. This was not just a casual jest, it was a cultural critique from a woman who understands the soul of monarchy more than most. The fact that Mirren, often viewed as a friend to the royal family, would make such statements publicly suggests growing internal frustration with Meghan's apparent co-opting of royal prestige while simultaneously distancing herself from the institution. As one palace aide anonymously told The Telegraph, "You can't have both Hollywood and Windsor." But Meghan tries. While the Sussexes often portray themselves as victims of media scrutiny and royal rigidity, others see their trajectory quite differently. Meghan's calculated media appearances, frequent involvement in commercial ventures, and alleged control over public narratives have drawn backlash from both royalists and former colleagues. One former Suits co-star, speaking under condition of anonymity, noted she was always image-obsessed. Down to the cut of a neckline, she'd debate what message she was sending. "I'm not surprised she's been called controlling behind palace doors." This paints a picture of a woman driven not just by principle but by ambition, optics, and a relentless desire to shape her narrative. That ambition, some believe, is what rankles long-serving figures like Helen Mirren. "Dame Helen has seen decades of royals come and go," said British historian Andrew Lacey. "She recognizes when someone is playing dress-up versus those who carry the weight of legacy." Her comments on Graham Norton were sharp, but they're shared in whispers across aristocratic circles. Reports from Meghan's inner circle suggest that she was livid after watching the episode and has privately described Mirren's comments as a betrayal. Though Meghan and Helen have never had a close relationship, the Duchess allegedly saw Mirren as one of the few A-listers who understood the pressures of public life. According to a close associate, she thought Helen would empathize with her struggle. Instead, she feels ridiculed. But not everyone is on Meghan's side. Social media erupted after the show aired, with Team Helen trending on X, formerly Twitter. One viral post read, "Helen Mirren just said what we've all been thinking for years." Meghan wears the crown like it's a role and forgets the monarchy isn't a script. This isn't the first time Meghan has been the target of subtle royal rebukes. In 2022, Princess Anne reportedly criticized unnamed royal influencers who confuse fame with service. And just last year, Queen Camilla was said to have made thinly veiled comments about ex-royals who sell their version of events to Netflix rather than commit to duty. What makes Helen Mirren's takedown so significant is that it didn't come from a palace insider, but from someone whose respect for the monarchy stems from understanding, not obligation. Her words hit harder because they came not with royal protocol, but with unfiltered truth. The controversy sparked by Helen Mirren on the Graham Norton Show is not just about fashion. It's about perception, authenticity, and legacy. Meghan Markle has spent years crafting her image one of reinvention, resilience, and rebellion. But as public figures like Mirren begin to peel back the layers, the question arises, is the Duchess truly misunderstood or simply misrepresenting herself? Whatever the answer, one thing is clear: the rift between Meghan and the establishment just got a little deeper. And this time it wasn't a royal family member or a tabloid taken aim. It was Dame Helen Mirren, with the quiet precision of someone who doesn't need a tiara to speak with authority. And that's exactly what makes Helen Mirren's remarks so damning. She isn't bound by royal contracts, Netflix deals, or PR teams. She speaks from experience, grace, and decades of observing and portraying royalty with integrity. When she draws a line between authenticity and performance, people listen. And when that line clearly separates Meghan Markle from the legacy she claims to respect, it hits a nerve. For Meghan, who has long battled for control over her narrative, this latest blow is particularly piercing. It didn't come in the form of tabloid gossip or speculative journalism. It came from a globally respected actress known for her poise, intelligence, and diplomacy. Mirren didn't smear or slander. She simply revealed, and in doing so illuminated what many have quietly suspected, that Meghan's royal persona may be more costume than commitment. Insiders claim Meghan is now re-evaluating future UK media appearances, wary of unexpected betrayals from once friendly faces. But as Mirren's comments circulate and are dissected across social platforms and panel shows, the damage is done. The public sees the contrast between earned respect and demanded reverence, and many are siding with the woman who's played a queen, rather than the one still trying to be one.